Next, we meet British Alex, who is currently the manager of a fashion company based in Vietnam. Now, he's already made a good start at the beginning of the challenge, and what's more, he's doing it on his own. No trainer, just his own steam.
There was a lot of pressure from my friends, to say the least, to get involved in this competition. They all think I'm quite fat. I think it would be very embarrassing for me to have my picture in the Word in August and then have it again in November without there being much change. So it's a real driving force.
And doing it alone could be that much tougher, but Alex has developed his own strategy.
Through good diet and through basically coming here as often as possible. You've got to have a day off basically, but 6 times a week, and then through cutting out drinking. So these 3 kind of pillars of my strategy is what I've used to lose the weight, and I can say kind of 3-4 weeks in that it seems to be working.
He used to be full of excuses, but now he realises that these are no longer going to cut it.
The public humiliation of not doing well is the motivation to actually get fit. So I feel there's nothing better to get me in the gym every day than that. Sometimes take a longer break than I should, but not quit. You can't quit. Just have to do it. It's the right investment for the long term. Half the time I push myself beyond, because then hopefully next time you come, your limit is a little bit further. Not you won't get healthier. That's the only way you can define the limit, and it's the only way you can push the limit forwards. So it's the only way you develop your training.
His mantra is now, your body is your temple. So finally he plans to invest in his own pagoda. Will the gods help him along the way? Or who knows? At least until 9 weeks later anyway. Former army man turned hotel manager, our next contender, Chris Peters, got roped into the challenge whilst arm wrestling his now trainer Arnaud. He may hold the title of the arm wrestling champion of the local bar, the Cheeky Quarter, but he also spent his hours propping up the bar, guzzling beer.
Before in France, a lot of. I have 37 years old, but every time I do sports, rugby, basketball, and in the army, a lot of things. Bodybuilding before to about 2 years, in 2009 and 2008. But after that, with my job, I'm really busy, and I stopped about that. But my body changed, a lot of cigarettes, a lot of beer, and a lot of food, same. For that, now I have more time for that.
Arnaud, the fierce trainer, used to be a cage fighter, and whilst he looks pretty scary, he certainly knows what he's doing and he knows how to push Chris. He puts all of his efforts into his training and he never lets up.
When I heard about this fitness challenge, I said, why not? We can do it. We can do it here and maybe do it a little bit different than other people do it, as don't using machine, using boxing and fitness with the own weight of the body. And since you can see on Chris, I think it's working really great. So for 15 days he loses a lot of weight, he starts to feel better, he's got muscles.
Chris is not only getting tough in the gym, he's also being strict with his diet.
I changed all the food. I stopped to drink beer. Now I drink some drink for men, lemon juice. Yes, without sugar. And about food, I changed now rice and chicken and seafood, something like that, but no oil.
It's clear that it's one of the most intense schedules, with training 5 days a week for 2.5 hours with all sorts of hardcore cardio and kickboxing.
Apparemment il paraît, un bébé rentre en colère. L'arme sous le serré, faut le faire, tu nous frappes, fais des prières. Dans les oreilles du tonnerre, la taxi qui perd de terre. Les coups solides derrière, la tête au monde tu terre. Apparemment il paraît, un bébé rentre en colère. L'arme sous le serré, faut le faire, tu nous frappes, fais des prières. Dans les oreilles du tonnerre, la taxi qui perd de terre. génération peut baiser, on ne peut s'en faire des carrés. Les locataires sont pris peur, verrouiller ton entier. Si tu parles mal, non, on fait un.
Will this mixture of intense workout and newly reformed diet be the perfect combo for Chris to take the top prize? Or will it prove too much for him to maintain for the whole 9 weeks? No one can know for sure. Now, army training and boot camps are known to be not only intense but highly regimented. And the Helen Kindness boot camp is certainly both of these. But our next 2 contenders, Kylie and Nick, do seem to be having fun whilst working out. Kylie, who's currently teaching, isn't your average teacher. She is still going strong at the end of the extreme workout hour.
I really enjoy being fit, and you know, a lot of people have said to me, oh, you know, how can you do it, you're so good, but it's about making it part of your routine. It's like having a shower or brushing your teeth every day or having a good night's sleep. It has to be part of your lifestyle and part of your routine.
And Nick, who's only 17, is pretty fit, but he wants to bulk up a bit, and because he has a family history of back problems, he wants to improve his core strength.
I'm a bit of a scrawny kid, and I don't have as much muscle as other kids, and not as much, but I'd like to have a bit more bulk, look a little bit better.
In fact, he wouldn't mind sporting a healthy six-pack to impress all the ladies. As for Helen, who used to be in the military, well, she appears to be a tough, yet incredibly well-loved motivator. She leads a group of willing expats and manages to inspire them all to work hard, and she does that through strong teamwork.
Helen is 1 in a million. She's top lady. She's really nice, but she gets to the point, and she's a great trainer. She pushes you very, very hard.
She's quite tough, but she's very motivating. And I remember when I first started coming to training with her, I'd sort of try to save energy at the beginning of the session, worried that I was going to run out later on. And then one week she just sort of blasted us about not trying hard enough. And I just thought, right, that's it. I come and I do it properly, because the only person I'm letting down is myself. So now I try to push myself all the way through the session, and if I'm tired at the end, well, that's what I have to deal with at the end, instead of worrying about it at the beginning of the session. But she's very good. She caters everything for the different levels of the people in the group, and she knows exactly what each of us needs, and she pushes us to achieve that.
When you're doing an exercise and think you can't do any more, she'll be there standing over you, telling you can do some more, and that really helps you out, because when someone's egging you on and saying you can do it, you can do it.
Nice and strong, hands locked in, lock it through, that's the word.
Helen believes that anyone can get fit, and you don't need an expensive gym to do so. She wants to prove that you can do great exercise outside, and that if you work together, you're stronger. She really does seem to inspire everyone in the team.
Or might partner up with someone who's stronger than they are, or even may partner up with a strong person but a weak person, and that's teaching the strong persons to be patient and to reflect on their training once, you know, they were once that unfit too, and it balances each other out.
She plans to be there for her 2 contenders every step of the way, pushing them, encouraging them, and providing that little extra kick up the backside to keep them going on. So, will this type of teamwork prove effective? Will the battle be won by Helen's soldiers? Watch this space. The final contender we meet today is Rio, who may not have tons of weight to lose, but she does claim to be very unfit and hopes to find a new routine of exercise whilst toning up her body. She's been training 2 or 3 times a week at Elite Fitness and Spa with her personal trainer Sumesh Manakam, and he is mainly focusing on weights for toning and keeping each routine different.
I've never been fit before. I had a gym in uni and I had a PE class in high school, but I've never been good at running or being physically active. So I was like, this is a good way to push myself to kind of kickstart an active lifestyle.
He's always encouraging her and getting her to try everything on offer at the newly opened gym. Samesh keeps shaking up the workouts and making Rio do something new, so she never knows what to expect.
I'm getting this.
Tone. That will tone it up.
No, but it's getting bigger.
Yeah, it will get
I want this to go away.
You don't have enough. You don't accidentally go The most satisfying part is when they actually see the results, they reach their goal, and they actually maintain their goal for the rest of their life. Because I always believe that fitness is not a destination, it's a journey. So the clients who are with me for these 9 weeks now, I'll be very happy to see them continue for the rest of their life. In fact, I keep in touch with most of my clients, and yes, they actually have got the habit, and yes, they're doing it now.
I kind of just always gave up on myself because it got hard to breathe, you know, running the mile, and I would just start walking. I would just stop, you know. So hopefully I can push myself further in this challenge and kind of, you know, get past that point of giving up and just keep going.
Will Rio's hard work prove enough? Will she stand a chance at the final prize? Only time will tell.
So it looks like the other contestants are working really hard and I'm slightly intimidated. And now I've got myself into it, there's no way out, so I better keep working hard. So that's it for this week on Expat Living. Come back in a bit and see the results and see just who wins.